So we have completed 5.1 to 5.3. Let's look at 5.4, length and area. You need to remember the distance formula here. Let's say you have a point A of x1, y1 and B of x2, y2. The distance between A and B, or the length of the line joining these 2 points, can be calculated using this formula. D is square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. That's the distance formula. Now let's go to exercise 5G now. Exercise 5G, question number 4. The distance between the 2 points is given and there is a missing coordinate. We need to find the 2 possible values of x. Let's apply the distance formula. Square root of x2 minus x1. x1 is minus 1, so it becomes plus 1. y2 minus y1 whole square is equal to square root of 65. Remove square root both sides. So x plus 1 whole square is basically x square plus 2x plus 1 plus 9 minus 13 is minus 4 whole square is 16 is 65. So put everything this side and solve the quadratic. You'll get x square plus 2x and then 17 minus 65 is minus 48 is equal to 0, which is a quadratic. Solve the quadratic. Go to equation number 3. The coefficient of x square is 1, coefficient of x is 2, the constant term is minus 48. You get 6 and negative 8. So you need to write x is equal to 6 or x is equal to negative 8. But write one more step here. X minus 6 times x plus 8 is equal to 0. That's all. But for questions like this, they might trick you with some extra information. They might tell you that the point is in the first quadrant. What do they mean by first quadrant? This is the first quadrant. In first quadrant, x has to be positive. So you ignore this, you take only 6. If there is extra information given that the point x, 9 lies in the first quadrant. So always read the question carefully. Here nothing is mentioned, so there are 2 possible values of x. Let's move on to the next question, question number 7 now. The point P lies on the line with the equation y is equal to 4 minus 3x. The point P is a distance from the origin. Okay, we don't know the point P, take it as x1, y1. We know origin is 0, 0. The distance between these 2 points is given here. So use the distance formula. y2 minus y1 the whole square plus x2 minus x1 the whole square, square root of is equal to square root of 34. This is basically x1 square plus y1 square is equal to 34 when you remove the square root. And then since the point lies on the straight line, sub in here, you get the second equation, 3x plus y, y is equal to, y1 is equal to 4 minus 3x. Now you have a simultaneous quadratic simultaneous solving. You will get the values of x and y. First sub in the y into the first equation. So you will get x1 square plus this 4 minus 3x1. 4 minus 3x1 whole square is equal to 34. Now just expand it. You will get x1 square plus a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab. 4 3s are 12, 24x1 plus b square. 3x whole square is 9x1 square minus 34 is 0. If the x1 bothers you, you can just keep it as x and y actually. You don't need to put x and x1, y1. You can just keep it as x and y also. It's the same thing. So you'll get 10x square minus 24x minus 18 is equal to 0. I'm going to straight away use my calculator to solve it. 10 minus 24 minus 18. 3 and minus 3 over 5. So x is equal to minus 3 over 5. X is equal to 3. But if you use your calculator and write the answer straight away, you will lose mark. You need to show a step here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to write it as 5x plus 3 using the first value, x minus 3 using the second value is equal to 0. 5x times x is 5x square, not 10x square, just you can put a 2 outside. So we got 2x values, submit them here, you'll get the 2 corresponding y values. So when x is minus 3 over 5, y is equal to 4 minus 3 times minus 3 over 5, which is basically 4 plus 9 over 5. 29 over 5, that's the first point. Negative 3 over 5, comma 29 over 5. They want you to find 2 possible positions. We got 1 already. Let's use the second point. X is equal to 3. When x is 3, y is 4 minus 3 times 3. 4 minus 9 is minus 5. That's the second point. 3 comma minus 5. So we got the 2 possible positions of P already. Let's move on to the next question. Point R of 5 comma 2, R is in here. S of 9 comma 0 lie on a straight line L1. Write out an equation for straight line L1. So this is part A of the question. Just a normal method. Find the slope first. y2 minus y1 minus of minus 2 divided by x2 minus x1. 2 over 4 is 1 over 2. You use any one of the point. I'm going to use this point. Y minus y1 is equal to slope times x minus x1. So you get y is equal to half x minus 9 over 2. That's the equation of L1. That's part A. Let's move on to part B now. Part B says find the equation of L2 where L2 is perpendicular to L1. We know the equation of L1. Y is equal to half x minus 9 over 2. So the equation of L2 would be y is equal to, the slope will be negative reciprocal, so minus 2x plus c. Now you need to use a point that lies on L2 to find c. The R lies on both the lines, so use R here. We have the point R given here, 5 comma minus 2. So I'm going to use the point R of 5 comma minus 2 to find c. Or you can write this way, y minus y1 is equal to slope times x minus x1. It's the same thing. So we'll get y is equal to minus 2x plus 10. When you multiply plus 10, the 2 comes here minus 2. So we'll get plus 8. That's the equation of L2. Part C says write down the coordinates of T. T is the y-intercept of L2. The y-intercept is this. So T is 0, 8. That's all. So part C is over. Part D of the question says work out the length of RS and RT. We need to know the coordinates of this point. This is 0, 8. S is 9, 0. R is 5, minus 2. 5, minus 2. So first let's find the distance RS is square root of, use these 2 points and apply the distance formula. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So you'll get 9 minus 5 is 4 square 16 plus 2 square 4, square root of 20. Square root of 20 is same as 2 root 5. Because they want the answer in the form of k root 5. Now let's find the distance TR using these 2 points. Square root of y2 minus y1 whole square. I can write the x2 minus x1 first. It doesn't matter. Plus x2 minus x1 the whole square. So 10 square is 100. 5 square is 25. Square root of 125. is 5 root 5. That's all for part D. Now part E, they want us to find the area of this triangle RST, this area. You can consider RS as the base, this as the base, this as the height. So the area is equal to half base is RS, this value, times height is this. So 5 root 5 times root 5. Root 5 times root 5 is 5. 5 times 5, you will get 25 square units. That's the area. So let's look at one more question. We have a straight line L1 passes through a point and has a gradient. Find the equation of L1. So you can write y minus y1 is equal to slope times x minus x1. By taking this point x1, y1, this is the slope. But they want the answer in this form where a, b, c are integers. So you need to get rid of the fraction. Multiply through it by 4. You'll get 4y minus 40, 56 is equal to. You take minus 1 and multiply, you'll get minus x minus 4. Put everything one side, you got the equation x plus 4y minus 56 plus 4 is minus 52 is equal to 0. That's part A. Part B now. Write down the coordinates of point A where the straight line crosses y-axis. If it crosses y-axis, you replace x by 0 into the straight line. So 0 plus 4y minus 52 is 0. 4y is 52. Y is equal to 52 over 4. Y is 13. So the point A has coordinates 0, 13. That's the answer for part B. Let's move on to part C now. Part C is talking about another straight line. Okay, wait. This is L1 and they are talking about L2. L2 is a straight line passes through the origin and has gradient 3. So the slope of the L2 is 3 and it passes through the origin. So you can write the equation y minus y1 is slope times x minus x1, or y is equal to 3x. That's the equation of L2. We already got the equation of L1 from part A here. X plus 4y, we take this equation, x plus 4y minus 52. X plus 4y minus 52 is equal to 0. These two lines, they intersect at point B. Find the coordinates of B. So you need to find the point of intersection by solving these two. So I'm going to sub in y is equal to 3x in here. So x plus 4 times 3x is 12x is equal to 52. 13x is 52. X is equal to 13 times 4 is 52. So x is 4. Sub in back here. So when x is 4, y is equal to 3 times 4, 12. So the point B is 4, 12. We got the point of intersection already. Now the part D says calculate the area of OAB. O is the origin, B is here, A is given here. So I'm going to take the points here. O is 0, 0, A is 0, 13, 0, 13, right? Yes. B is 4, 12. To find the area of the triangle, my piece of advice, draw a little diagram, a rough diagram quickly and plot the points. First point is O, origin, and then let's say 4, 12 is in here, B 4, 12, and 0, 13 is in here. Let's say they are talking about this area of this triangle. Why do you need to draw a figure? By looking at the figure, you can find the base of the triangle. Always look for a side which is parallel to x or y axis. Take the side as the base. So if you take this side as base, the y coordinate of A is 13, so this length is going to be 13. So area is equal to half base times height. Height is the perpendicular distance from third vertex to the base. So the B has coordinates 4, 12, so this is 4, right? That's the height. So you will get 26 CAIE units. That's the area.